Hello, everybody. And we are live today. This is unprecedented, our first ever Facebook Live together. And for Zella, this is her first ever Facebook Live. I'm so excited to be doing this with you, Zella. So tell us, what inspired you? Why did you want to do Facebook Live?
It inspired me because I can tell people around the world about everything that's happening in this world. And you choose one topic, and my topics is friendship.
Friendship. Okay, so why does this matter to you? What's your message to the world with friendship? Why does it matter?
Friendship. Why does it matter?
Yes.
That's easy. Friendship matters because everyone in the world has friends. If you don't, I feel bad for you because friendship is the one thing that can connect us all. Like this globe. See? Okay. It can connect you to heaven. Okay, this is not really working. Or it can connect you down to us, Earth.
That's pretty profound. That's pretty deep.
Yeah.
So where on Earth do you have friends? Can you point to where your friends
yes. I can. United States, where I live. I have friends in India.
Okay.
I have friends in
What's up, Uchub? Hi, Uchub. Uchub's watching.
Oh my God, that's so cool. I have friends all over the world. Oh, I even have friends in Florida. So friendship is the one thing that connects us all.
Okay, great. So, can you give us an example of a real life example of one of your close friends that means the world to you?
I was expecting you to ask, how does it connect to heaven?
Oh wow. Okay. Well, how does it connect to heaven? Please explain. How does it connect to heaven?
Well, it connects to heaven because through your memories.
Through your memories. What do you mean by that? How does it?
Well, in your memories. Basically, the memories are the strongest thing that live, on Earth.
Memories are the strongest thing on Earth. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So through your memories, is it you always can look back and remember all the good moments of your friendships?
Yeah, all your good moments. If you're someone died in your family, you can keep on looking back at your memories to your memories to know that they're still with you.
That's great. And sometimes when I'm having a bad day and I'm sad, I often think about all the good times with all my friends. And the memory makes me remember all the fun times, But I was about to ask you about any particular real life example you can give me, of somebody who's your friend, who you admire.
I have two best friends. One is Michelle, and one is Annabelle.
Okay, so what makes them good friends? What qualifies them as good friends?
Well, I'm gonna start off with Annabelle.
Okay.
Annabelle is funny. She gets me. She has all the 5 parts of being a friend.
5 parts of being a friend. Okay. What are the 5 parts? Tell me.
Okay. Laughter. Honesty.
Okay.
Loyalty. Generosity. Kindness.
And kindness. Okay. Wow. So I didn't know that you had it broken down like that. So, can you talk about let's use generosity as an example, right? So, can you pinpoint a particular time, an example of generosity as it relates to Annabelle?
Okay, so once when once at lunchtime at my school, Hutchinson, we were eating lunch and I finished my lunch and I was still hungry. She gave me 4 gummy bears when I only need 1.
4 gummy bears?
Yeah, and I'm why are you giving me so much? And she said, because we're friends.
Ah, got it. And what about Michelle? What makes Michelle a good friend?
What makes Michelle a good friend?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she is a good friend by whenever someone bullies me, she's gonna punch them
Oh wow! So she's like your protector?
Yeah.
Do you need people that are loyal like that in your life?
Yeah.
Loyalty is important to you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And now I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What makes you a good friend?
What makes me a good friend?
Yeah. What are your qualities?
Well, I have all the 5 qualities,
Okay.
as I've been told.
As you've been told by people?
Annabelle and Michelle.
Okay. Okay. So what is like, if you were to give advice to somebody who was shy and who was like struggling, like they wanted to make friends, but they were afraid of like rejection, what would you say to them?
I'm happy you brought that up because that's how I met Annabelle.
Okay. Can you explain?
So me and Annabelle, we didn't know each other back then. Okay? So I was standing near Annabelle was standing near the heater. I was standing near, in the kitchen.
Okay.
She said, and our mom said that you should, get along and say hi. And we said hi, and then it all came together.
Okay, got it. So, that was your example, but let's say, you're a pretty outgoing person. I wouldn't consider you a shy person.
Yeah.
And I don't know about Annabelle, but you're definitely not shy. So.
But before I was.
Okay, so before you were.
Yeah.
So, if you were shy, then what would you say to somebody who's shy? How do you make friends?
I would say, do you want to be friends? And if they say no, there's many more fish in the sea. You can be more friends.
There's more fish in the sea. So what I'm getting from what you're saying is that you should take a chance.
Yeah.
And try to reach out to people and make friends. And if they reject you, or if there's any type of, if they don't want to be friends back, like you said, there's many more fish in the sea, so there's going to be more chances.
Yeah.
Okay.
More chances, way more.
Way more chances.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. And, what do you think, there's, a lot of fighting going on in the world between different countries and different...
World War One.
Yeah, World War I, World War II, even, the wars we're fighting now. But, what do you think is the problem? Why do you think that those things are happening? What can we do as countries, world leaders? What can we do to solve these problems?
If the president is watching this, then I would say you should, reach out to those people that are fighting. Solve the problems. If they need more gas, give them more gas. You don't want to risk lives to get all that money and all that stuff. You don't want to risk lives for that. Get along. Get the attitude together.
Okay, get the attitude together. So I guess what you're saying is we have to learn to get along with people that we don't always agree with. Mm-hmm. Right? Because, this is a perfect example. We were talking about the world and world leaders, but there was something that you told me the other day after I picked you up from school. You were talking about how 2 girls in your class were fighting.
Oh, yeah.
And then, how you mediated it and you kind of got them to become back to being friends again. Could you explain that a little bit?
Okay, so, there's 2 friends, Gianna and Malia. So, they were kind of mad at each other because Gianna was mad at Malia because, they were doing mean things to each other. Mm-hmm. I forgot what the mean things were. So they did that.
But they're friends, right?
Now they're friends.
Okay.
I solved it.
Got it.
So they keep on fighting. I said, you better be friends because once you're not, in college, you may not go to the same college together, and then you're going to see how that feels.
Okay.
You can see how that feels.
And there was something else that you made them do. You made, a deal with them about a game?
Yeah, but they didn't follow that.
Okay, but can you give me your strategy, what you said to them?
This didn't work for them, but it might work for you. So, I said, you should play one game together, and if you don't want to be friends, play one game together. Get along for one game. And then, you get along for one game, right? You get along for one game. Then you see how fun it is to have a friend like that.
Right.
Oh, and at the end of when I solved their problem, Malia wrote to me a little note on the wall of kindness. She said, "Thank you, Zella, for making me and Malia friends again."
How did that make you feel when you saw the note?
It made me feel good about myself because I helped other people.
Okay, is that important to you?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually want to be someone when I grow up that takes orphans in and pets in that are like homeless and all that stuff, like strays.
Mm-hmm.
I would take them into like this little orphanage, teaches them how to sing, how to dance, and all that stuff.
Okay, that sounds amazing. And so I got it all about like your worldview and then, like how you're solving problems in your school, and like your advice to people that are shy. Like to the people listening on Facebook, like what advice would you leave them with? If there was like one thing that you could tell them about friendship, what would you tell them?
Well, I would tell them friendship, like I said in the beginning, friendship is the only thing that can like connect us together, connect all the dots, even in another dimension. There's such thing.
There's such thing.
Science says so.
As another dimension, okay. Well, anything else you want to add before we leave and say goodbye? Anything else you want to say? Oh, look, Michelle's saying hi to you.
Oh, cool. So I'm going to add one more thing. Friendship is the most powerful thing, and in my life. Oh, and also, My Little Pony and also Trolls shows that.
Mm-hmm. In My Little Pony and in Trolls?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened in My Little Pony?
So in the first movie, they got together by, so like, there was Twilight Sparkle. She didn't even know these girls. She came from Kinshasa. They crossed these crazy obstacles. And then she thought like the spark to unite the elements of harmony. The elements of harmony is basically things to beat up bad guys. So, the spark to beat the bad guys to spark the elements of harmony was a magical spark.
Okay.
But then the moment she heard them and walked into the room, she remembered a spark. The spark is inside of all of us. That's the actual lesson there. And in Trolls, like...
Wait, before you go on to Trolls, so what you're basically saying, the spark is inside us.
Yeah.
So it's not outside of us. It's not something that we have to look for.
Or do magical
stuff for. It's like we have it in us to do all these things. Pretty powerful stuff, right? Okay, and then last thing about Trolls.
Like Trolls, they were like not friends at all. They ate each other. Actually, the Bergens ate the Trolls. But then Poppy showed that happiness was inside of them, and they became friends. But in the season 2, Happy Holidays, they created a holiday together.
Wow, that's amazing, and that's like creativity right there. Like you can like find different ways to celebrate friendship and celebrate unity, right? So can you just give, for some of the people that didn't hear in the beginning, what are the 5 qualities of friendship again? Because I want to hear it again.
Okay. Laughter, generosity, loyalty, kindness, honesty.
Wow. Well, you heard it first from Zella Mitra. Zella of the 7 Seas, a.k.a. Biggie. She's got a million nicknames. And you have not heard the last of this amazing, amazing creature. And I'm just so proud, Zella, of you. And I'm so proud of your mindset, where your heart's at. And I feel like the best is yet to come. So, awesome. Any last word you want to say?
Yes. Friendship is magic.
All right. Friendship is magic. The greatest days of your life lay ahead. As always, we love you. And we'll see you at the top.